We're Curtis and Christy Froge.
We have 5 kids. We definitely had challenges creating connections.
Some of the challenges that we had were with our adopted kiddos. They had so many gaps in their education, and just coming alongside them and helping them fill in the gaps was really challenging.
And then the struggle to understand, the behaviors would manifest, but to be able to see past the behaviors, to see maybe the hurts or what message that they were trying to send or what need that they were trying to get met. There was so much fun. The intuition and the ability to match up each one of our children with the corresponding buddy that they had was handpicked by God himself. It couldn't have been more well orchestrated or more perfect. For there to be other safe people taking the time to invest in my kids' life in a positive, playful, but authoritative way, and teaching them about safe people, and that, we weren't always the one telling them what to do. In fact, during the camp, we weren't even allowed to tell them what to do because we passed off the charge of our children to their buddy. And these buddies did an amazing job of challenging our kids and nurturing our kids and pushing our kids' limits and being the friends or the mentors that they needed.
Enabling a situation where somebody with wisdom can speak into another person's life is always valuable.
One of the moments where I've experienced hope during camp was during my one-on-one time with Miss Debbie. And for the first time that I could clearly recall, somebody saw my hurt and validated it. And that right there, just having the opportunity for someone to see me and see my hurt, tell me that what happened wasn't okay. The reason that she feels like all of this was being brought to light, all this hurt was being brought to light, is that she believed that God wanted to heal the person inside me that had been hurt.
Buddy said, hey, well, why don't you share one of your hurts with your dad? And he was kind of like, well, I don't know, what should it be? He's like, well, why don't you tell him the one about this thing? And my son was like, oh, well, I think he already knows that. But he turned and he told me about it. And I had come from a connecting moment with my daughter already, so my emotions were kind of like up. And then he shared this just tragic reality from before we had met them and adopted them. And it just broke my heart. And it was cool because at camp, I was in an emotional space where I could sit there and cry over what was going on. And it was just a neat moment for him to see, like, oh, well, that's how I might deal with that. It doesn't necessarily carry as much emotion as your dad sitting in front of you crying. And that I know that for some dads may be like, well, I don't want to do the whole camp now. But really, it was just like a cool moment.
Absolutely worth the investment, because before, even with counseling, it was almost like, I can speak for myself, like it was us trying to figure it out, and then the kids like being dragged along while we were trying to figure it out, even with counseling. Now through this experience, like all 7 of us did it together. All 7 of us had the experience. All 7 of us got the same language. All 7 of us were taught the same tools and techniques. And now going out of it, even I think counseling is going to take a different turn for us, because now it's not us trying to figure out like how we're supposed to help this family or parent them, but now remember, we all did this together. This is our thing. We want to do this as a family.